Plaintiff Susan Meadows started dating the plaintiff after they met online, and he eventually moved in with Susan. Susan claims after she and the defendant got engaged, she found naked pictures that another woman sent to the defendant, so she put them out. Susan's suing her ex for an unpaid loan, bills, and cancellation fees. Defendant Terry Reinwand admits that Susan found risque pictures that another woman sent to him, but claims Susan was constantly hacking into his account because she was extremely insecure. Terry says that although Susan did take out a loan for him, she never gave him the money, so he doesn't owe her.
Prove your case.
Terry and I met online approximately at the end of January, beginning of February. We dated for a while, and then because of the distance back and forth, Terry not having a license and me having to do all the driving, we discussed Terry moving in with me. At that time, we agreed that we were going to give this a try, and he was going to move in, and we were going to try living together and see how things went. Terry moved in. We were doing fine. Everything.
What was the agreement on rent or anything else?
At the beginning, Terry had no income, and I was paying all the bills.
Was there ever an agreement later on?
Once he started receiving his SSI, he was going to start helping me pay some of the extra bills that we had. One was a U.S. cellular bill. He had asked me if I would add on an extra line to my plan for him so that he could reinstate his phone.
And he was to pay that every month?
He was to pay that bill once he started receiving his SSI.
Was that the only bill he agreed to pay? Was the telephone bills?
No. He had two telephone bills. He had a Century Tel bill. He had the U.S. cellular bill.
All right, go ahead.
Terry was there about a month, and we started having some problems.
What type of problems?
I was noticing that Terry was getting a lot of text messages and a lot of phone calls and things. And when those
from straight women?
Yes.
I mean, from outside women.
From outside women.
Straight.
Yes, straight women.
That's a street term that should not, Go ahead. Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go
yes,
ahead.
He was receiving text messages
from
and
outside
phone calls
women.
From outside women,
Okay.
but he was living with me at the time. These phone calls were coming in at any time of the day or night. They were when we were together. And he was answering these calls. And when I would ask him about them, he would tell me that they were just friends.
What was being said in the text messages?
I have some copies.
Read them to me.
First one is, yes, I do cook and I enjoy it lots. I really don't care about the distance thingy. It's all good. So what would be great is if we started emailing, then we can chat away and see what comes out of this. Then would be great to have someone to cuddle and snuggle up to once again. So hope to hear from you soon, and you take care. Now, this was sent from my home while he was living with me.
Any others?
Another one was a message that I found online that he had sent to a woman who had been contacting him throughout our relationship. And I had found naked pictures of her on his cell phone during the time that he was living with me.
All right, now you have the text, so what about the pictures? Now you have the text, so what about the pictures?
He had them on his phone.
Oh, okay.
They were on his phone. I can't give you the pictures, but they were.
You had Doyle pretty anxious. But go
okay,
ahead.
Anyway, there were two of her from the top down naked and then from the bottom down naked. Right. And this was the message that he sent to her. Now, at this time, Terry and I were supposedly engaged. We were going to be married on August 24th. We had looked at rings. We were going to be married at his parents' house. This was the message that I found on the day I kicked him out. He wrote, I am not getting married, my dear. I want you babes and nobody else. I love and miss the great time that we had, and I would like to get that all back. So, baby, would you like to get it all back like I would? How bad do you miss all of that? God, I miss you badly. Keep in touch.
Terry?
Yes.
What do you have to say about all that? Is that why you got put out?
She was, she's suing me for the spite of it because of what she saw.
Don't skip the subject. Those text messages. You want to explain them or not? You don't have to. That's not relevant to the case, I don't think. It's rather interesting. But you can tell me, Your Honor, that's irrelevant. It should be stricken from the record, and I will.
You're right, Your Honor. It should be stricken from the record.
And so it is. Your testimony is stricken, ma'am. That's irrelevant. And I would advise our viewers to ignore what they heard. Yes, sir. You want to give me some background on the case then and on your relationship?
The lady that I was contacting online is a dear old friend of mine, and all she did was send me some pictures of her.
Okay. Oh, you do have them. All right. Go ahead, Doyle. You know you want to hit it firstly. You know you want to. This is funny. This is funny.
Dear old friend.
Yeah, right. Dear old friend, Doyle said. You'd have a letter accompanying it.
And that's all they are.
And that's all, okay.
That's all they are.
All right, we've concluded it's irrelevant, so I'm not going to continue. But why did you all break up? If you don't mind, that's irrelevant also, but do you want to speak on that at least?
Because of pictures that she hacked into my account with.
Okay.
She kept hacking into my account because she's insecure. That's why she got the cell phones put in our name so she could keep an eye on me.
Sounds like to me she had a right to be insecure because she ended up being right. Sounds like it. Not sure. You deny it, but from you showing me that picture, I believe that something was going on. People kill me with that. He's insecure. He's paranoid. Insecure. That's why we can't get along when they're insecure. And then you end up cheating and they end up finding out and they were right all the time. So they had a reason to be insecure. You were insecure. And if so, you had a reason, you believe.
Yes, I did.
And I believe too.
Big time.
Big time.
Big time.
All right. Tell me about the loan. You've told me about the bills. You say he agreed to pay both the cell phone and the landline.
Yes, he did.
All right. And did he pay any of those?
No, he did not.
All right. And do you have the amount owed?
It's on, this is a breakdown of the cost, and it's all on there.
All right. Now tell me about the loan. How did that come about?
Terry had come to me and asked me if I would be willing to help him. He wanted to start a construction and landscaping business with another gentleman. In order to do that, he needed some money to help him get started. So after extensive talking about it between the two of us, it was mutually agreed that I would take out a it had to be $504 title loan on my vehicle. And it was agreed that when he received his SSI back pay or a settlement that he had coming for over $3,000 from another settlement, that my car would be paid for.
Had he received his SSI?
Yes.
Okay.
And his mother is his payee.
Sir,
and they were.
Tell me about the phone bills and the unpaid loan.
The unpaid loan, I never got the business up and running because if I would have, it would have lost my SSI.
But you did obtain the loan from her.
I didn't receive any loan. She took the loan out herself.
And she never gave the proceeds to you?
Nope. She used the money for herself.
And what do you want to tell me about the phone bills?
She put the cell phone in my, not in my name, but in her name.
Mm-hmm.
And
for whose use?
For my use.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why she did that was to keep an eye on me.
Did you ever agree to pay the bills?
Once when I started paying, I agreed.
Once you received your SSI?
Yes.
And you did receive your SSI?
I just received it recently, and my mother was the payee of my SSI.
Can I say something?
Yes.
When this loan was taken out, it was a mutual agreement between the two of us that he was to pay this bill back. I took it out in good faith. The agreement was that he was to pay the entire loan off as soon as he received his Social Security back pay or out of the settlement he got.
Sir, did you agree to pay this loan?
No, I didn't.
So, ma'am, I can't automatically believe something you say. He says no. Indeed, he says that he never received the money. So I'm going to have to strike the loan. 1281 is your judgment, ma'am. Have a good day.
I still love this lady. I'm willing to work things out with her, but I don't know now.
I was told that unless I was willing to work with him and beg, and that I had not begged him to come back, that if I did not, agree to let him come back to my home and move back in with me, that he would call the loan company and have my car picked up and repossessed.